Hi everyone, thanks for watching the video. Please do subscribe my channel by clicking on the subscribe button below. Please do give your like and comments to the videos and make this video reachable to as many as possible by sharing it. So let's get started. So the topic that we are seeing in this video is joins. Why do we use joins and which are different type of joins that are available? That is what we are going to discuss in this video. So let us say in an Excel we have a dummy data wherein in data one tab we have three columns. One is product ID, one is category, and one is quantity. So for each product, an ID is being allocated. What is the category of that product, and what is the total quantity in which the product was sold. Then in data 2, we have product ID and sales. So for different product IDs, we have sales that are being given. One thing to observe in this is that in data 1 tab, we have product IDs from P1 to P8. In data 2 tab, we have product IDs from P1 to P6 and then we have P9 to P10. So ideally, P7 and P8 are the ones that are not available in data 2 and P9 and P10 are those product IDs which are not available in data 1. So let us see which are those questions that we can answer using the concept of joins and which are the different types of joins that are available. So first, if we want a summarized full output with all the columns, let us say this was in one of the data set, this was in second data set. What if we want a combined information? That means we want product ID, category, quantity, and sales. We want all the columns as one full output. So I've just mentioned all the product IDs over here, which are P1 to P10. Each of the categories by just taking a VLOOKUP from the data one tab, and we have got the categories. We will notice that for P9 and P10, we don't have the categories populated because P9 and P10 are not available in data 1. Similarly, for quantity, we have taken a VLOOKUP based on product ID, and again for P9 and P10, we won't have quantity. For sales, we won't have sales for P7 and P8 because P7 and P8 product IDs are not available in data 2. The reason whenever when we have done this VLOOKUP, the reason we have only taken it on product ID is because product ID is the only column that is actually common in both the data. So now if I have to combine this data, if we want sales as well, then somehow we need to first identify which is that common element which is present in both the data sets. That common element is ideally called the joining key. There can be column that is common in both the data sets, or there can be multiple columns as well. So that is the first thing that we have to identify, that which are those columns which are common in both the data sets and which can you consider as your joining key. In this, we are considering product ID as the joining key. Again, the names can be different. So this P underscore ID over here, it could have been product underscore ID. That is fine. But the interpretation has to be that both the columns are ideally the IDs of the products. That is the first thing we have to identify, that which is the joining key. Now, based on that, let us see which are those questions that we are trying to answer, and accordingly, we will see which are those joins. So the first question, if we have to answer, the question is provide category, quantity, and sales for all the products which are available in both data 1 and data 2. So we want the entire information, but only for those products which are available in both data 1 and data 2. So ideally, we have to figure out which are those products which are common in both data 1 and data 2. So we know that P1 to P6 are those products which are ideally available in both the data. So our final output will be only P1 to P6. So in a way, from this entire summarized output that we had, we'll only pick P1 to P6, this entire information, and we will have that as a solution. Since we are only taking common products from both the data sets, we call that as an inner join. because we are only taking the common elements from both the data sets. So that is where we have answered the first question, and that is the join we have seen, which is inner join. Now the next question is provide category, quantity, and sales for all products which are available in data 2 but data 1 but not in data 2 and vice versa. That means we want this entire information but only for those products which are available in data 2 and not in a data 1 and not in data 2. So which are those products? P7 and P8, because P7 and P8 are there in data 1 but are not there in data 2. And similarly, P9 and P10 are those products which are available in data 2 but not in data 1. So this type of solution wherein we are only trying to figure out those products which are ideally not common in both the data sets. So in a way, the inverse output of this inner join, which is P7, P8, P9, P10, is called as unmatched records. In a way, we are trying to figure out those products IDs which are not common in both the data sets that are called as unmatched records. Now next, we want the information in such a way that we want category, quantity, and sales for all the products which are available in either data 1 or data 2. That means either they are in data 1 or in data 2. So that becomes nothing but this full output, because this all product IDs were there in data 1, and again from P1 to P6 and P9, P10 are available in data 2 as well. So since we want either products available in data 1 or data 2, we'll have to go by the full output. This type of output is called full join, wherein we are trying to bring information for all the products that are available in both the data sets. Next join. Now, before getting into next join, one of the things we always have to make a thumb rule is that if we are seeing this as the first data set, then we can say this as my left data set. And my second data set that we are observing, we can say that as a right data set. Why this thumb rule will be important, we'll see in the next question. So this data 1, we'll call it as the left data set, since I'm observing that as my first data set. And data 2, we will say is the right data set, which is on the right hand side, because we are observing that as my second data set. Now the next question is, provide all the information present in data 1 with an addition of sales for those products which are available in data 1. So in a way, we want all the information from data 1. That is the first thing. So this is that information which is available in entire data 1, P1 to P8. So at least this output itself, I've done a copy paste. With an addition of sales. So now we want sales also only for those products which are available in data 1. So if we just do a VLOOKUP of sales with my common key joining variable, which was product ID, we can get the sales from this data too. Now, this information that we have got is from the left data set, because this is a part of my data 1, and this information is from my right data set. So when we want such kind of information, wherein we want all the information from left data set and only those variables from right data set which are actually not in the left data set. So sales is in my right data set, which is not there in the left data set, for all those products which are available in data 1, that is in my left data set, we call that as a left join, because we want all the information from left data and only whatever information can be available from the right data. The reason this is advantageous is because in a way we had two different data sets with information. Similarly, we can have 10-15 different data sets as well. What if we want to combine the information from all the data sets? That is where these joins will be helpful. And this is called as left join, because we are only figuring out the output from the entire information from left hand side. Similarly, next question, provide all the information present in data 2. Provide all the information present in data 2. So first, this is the information that is available in data 2, which is there over here, P1 to P6, P9, P10, which I've just done a copy paste, with an addition of category and quantity. So now we want category and quantity for those products which are available in data 2 now. So now we additionally want category and quantity. Now category and quantity are actually from your left data set, but we want all the information from right data set. So that is where it is called as right join. So for category and quantity, we can just do a VLOOKUP for this product IDs, because product ID is my common key element. And this final output that we have got is called as right join. The reason it is called right join is because we are bringing entire information from my right data set, which is this data 2, and only additional information from left data set for those products which are available in my right data. And for whichever it is not available, like P9 and P10, we will just keep it as blank. We don't have that information. Next question. Provide those products which are available in data 1 but not in data 2. So ideally we want those products which are there in data 1 but not in data 2. Which are those products? P7, P8. Because P7, P8 are not in my data 2. So this type of output, since from my left data set, which is data 1, we only want those product IDs which are not available in the right data set, we call it as left null. So P7, P8 will be the output. And if we want provide those products which are available in data 2 but not in data 1. So in data 2 we have P9 and P10 which are actually not available in data 1. Since we want these products from my right data set which are actually not available from the left data set, we call it as a right null join, which is this. So these are the joins that are there. We have inner join, unmatched records. In inner join we get the common data that is based on those products which were common in both the data sets if we want the entire information. Then unmatched records, ideally we want, if we want to figure out those products which were either in this and not in this, or were there in the second data set and not in the first data set. Then full join we want the complete information of all the products which are available in either data 1 or data 2. Left join, we want the entire information from the left table, which is my data 1, and we want additional information from the right table. And for whichever products the information is not available, we'll keep it as blank, like P7 and P8, the sales. Right join, we want complete information from the right data, and we only want additional columns from the left data. Left null join, we only want to figure out those products which are unique in data 1 but are actually not in data 2. That means they are there in data 1 itself but are not there in data 2. And similarly, right null join means we only want those products which are on my right data. So my right data is data 2 in this case. And those products which are only there in right data but actually not in there in left data, which are P9 and P10, because P9 and P10 are not available in data 1. So these are all the joins that are available. In the next video, we will see how joins are done in the different analytical tools. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks.